Hey YouTube, this is Glock Ninja, and welcome to another video. Anyway, this video is gonna be about a comment on Xbox One. Oh yeah. I was browsing through the YouTube here, and I came across CNET channel, and they did a video here that I'll show it to you. It's playing right now. It's entitled New Xbox One. Say goodbye to your TV remote. Alright. So, essentially, I guess what they're trying to convey here is that the Xbox One is going to be a device that can control all your media needs and functions. Okay, that's good. I like that, actually. I applaud Microsoft for expanding their capabilities. And any system that gives you more capabilities is a plus. I'm not going to bash Microsoft for expanding their capabilities. I applaud them, okay? But in this case scenario, I have to address one hypocritical issue that the Xbox fanboys bashed Sony for, okay? And when we had the console war a few years back, and we were debating about the capabilities of these consoles, alright, what one machine can do over the other machine, a lot of you Xbox fanboys bashed the PS3 for its non-game related capabilities. Okay, you guys were like, oh, why would I want a gaming console to do that? Or why do I need to be able to browse the internet? If I want to browse the internet, I'll use a computer or a laptop, and you guys made a big thing out of it. Don't deny it, okay? You guys made a huge thing about this. Why does a gaming console need to do that? Okay, I play a gaming console just to play games, alright? And now that Microsoft is expanding their capabilities and doing different things non-game related, you guys are like, wow, I can't wait for it to come out. Wow, it's gonna be great, this and that. You see how hypocritical you guys are, okay? Just pointing that out. Seriously, think about it. Am I right or wrong? Okay, if you disagree with my point, if you think that I'm not right, comment below and let me know. Anyway, Microsoft has decided that they're going to be the media center. Okay, they're going to try one up on Sony and try to tap into that functionality of controlling all of your media needs, and that's okay by me. I don't care. Okay, what I don't like is the machine being on all the time, or not really knowing what the machine is doing while you're not actually using it. That's what I'm really worried about. Is the camera on the console itself monitoring your movements? Is it listening to what you're saying? Is it keeping track of what you're doing and things like that? And I'm not saying that there's some kind of conspiracy theory going on and that the Xbox is being used as a spy on you or anything like that. Nothing that grandioso. What I'm saying is that, do you really want a toy, essentially an entertainment system, keeping an eye on your habits and what you do and keeping track of the things that you like doing or dislike? I don't know, it just seems to me like it's a little bit too much. A little bit too much of invasion of your privacy. And when you're sitting there and you make a hand gesture by accident, will the Xbox do something weird or change your channel or do something you didn't mean for it to do? Things like that. I don't know how the Xbox would get over those kind of issues. But I'm sure that they've done enough research and enough work on the system to avoid those kind of things. Let's hope anyway, because we all know that Microsoft is not perfect. They did release a system that was very faulty, was not reliable, and it had a lot of hardware issues, and it appeared that they did not really do their research on those things when they released the Xbox 360. So we know that there's going to be probably problems with the Xbox One. May that be hardware issues, or may that be software issues, or whatever. I think there's going to be a lot of growing pains, just as there were with the 360. But again, you fanboys of the Xbox 360 like to ignore those issues and things and just give Microsoft credit for putting out this fabulous console. And if at the end of the day, if you compare just the games, if you compare just the gaming experience between Xbox 360 and the PS3, you're gonna find that there aren't many differences, and the quality of games between the two are not that much different. Okay, and now I would have to say, giving Sony some credit here, they do have a lot more exclusives, and Sony does appear to be trying harder to please the gaming aspect of their console, even though they started off as here's a multimedia device, here's a thing that you can do more than just gaming, and here's a glorified Blu-ray player, you can watch movies in glorious HD or whatever. And even though they pushed the console at first like that, at the end of the day, it was all about gaming to Sony. They went out and obtained most of the exclusives. They went out there and gained most of the interest of third-party developers, and they came out strong at the end about games. And what did Microsoft do? Well, Microsoft, if you really look at objectively how Microsoft tended to the gaming community, they didn't do well for gamers, period. They stayed consistent. Okay, when they first released, they had their exclusives like Gears of War, Halo, a few other gaming titles that were exclusive to Microsoft, but eventually later it came to Sony. So that kind of nullified their exclusivity to games. And then towards the end of the life cycle of the Xbox 360, they came out with this Kinect, okay, that really had very little to do with gaming. It was a glorified Wii controller without the controller being in your hand and everything. But seriously, it's as useless. It's as useless as the 6-axis controller on the PS3. If you think about it, I don't know how many people I talk to that brag about the Xbox 360, brag about the Kinect system. They don't. And in fact, 9 times out of 10, you see people playing or talking about having played the Xbox 360. Don't brag about the Kinect. It's one of those things where Xbox 360 or Microsoft has gotten more credit than they really deserve. Okay, because if you think about it, the Kinect is no more successful than the iToy. Okay, now mind you, sales wise, yes, it became more successful. It sold more with the system, more because it was part of the system now. Is more like a part of the system now, because most of their models are bundled with it. And the fact that they bundled with the 4 gig system to me, it's a total ripoff. That's really like saying, Microsoft is really saying, okay, here we're going to give you a gaming system that is very limited, okay? So it's really not focused on your gaming needs, to sell you a product that they have invested a lot of money and development into, the Kinect, which is the Kinect, okay? So they're forcing it down your throat, okay? They're saying, hey, we spent a lot of time and effort and money into this system, Kinect. We're going to force it down your throat. We're going to put it in with the cheapest, most useless system that we make, and we're going to sell it to you for, you know, whatever, and you're going to have it regardless if you want it or not. And most of you buy that bundle because you do want it. And then once you have it, just like anything else that's pretty much useless to hardcore gamers, it just sits there and you don't really utilize it. Because if you sit down with a bunch of people to play, you know, sports games or shooters or anything else, you're going to be sitting your ass on that sofa with a controller in your hand, okay? And just like anything, all the other stuff that is just like, you know, move control related, even the Wiimote, you know, yeah, at first, you know, it was like a big thing now, but now it's like, hello, nobody really sits up there in front of the screen and do all that crazy stuff, do they? They like to sit down on the sofa and play their games. It's a relaxing experience. It's a stress relieving experience to entertain yourself by playing video games, and it doesn't quite do that when you're standing up looking like an idiot, waving your hands around and this and that. Now I do have to say, there are certain aspects of move controls, okay, whether that be in your hands or nothing in your hands, and it's all motion detection or whatever. I do have to say, yes, sometimes it's fun to do those things, but majority of the time when you're playing video games, no, you want to relax, you want to sit down and you want to prop your feet up, you want to lay down or whatever position you want to do, just, you know, relax and play your games. And that's what makes the console gaming so much more popular and mainstream than PC gaming, because a lot of people don't want to sit at a desk or sit upright and in a chair and be in front of a small 22-inch or you know, 30-inch screen playing a computer game with a keyboard and mouse in front of them, because, you know, a lot of people do that for a living. They go to the office, they're sitting in front of a desk all day with the keyboard and mouse, and they don't want to be doing that when they get home. They want to relax on their sofa with a big screen TV and play whatever games that they want to play. And you know, but what I guess my point is that all this move stuff, all these motion detection gaming experiences and stuff is leading into a evolution that I would like to see move into, as in virtual gaming, in the distant future, maybe holographic type of style gaming or whatever, this and that. That's great. I hope that game developers and game console makers reach that evolution one day. But this stuff here, this baby steps we're making towards that, you know, it's you know, probably a necessary step to take to go towards that goal. But at this point, I'm not interested. It's not a lot of fun, you know. But anyway, going back to the subject of the Xbox One, like I said, my point was that you guys are a bunch of hypocrites, and I'm not saying that PlayStation 3 fans are not hypocrites. Some of them are, okay. They are bashing the Xbox One for not being a hardcore gaming device now, and it's more of a multimedia device. And they're being hypocrites because when PlayStation 3 first came out, they were bragging about all the media functions that it had over the Xbox 360. But I tell you what, regardless what you brag about, how you brag about a system, the PlayStation 3 came out more complete than the Xbox 360. First of all, it came out future-proof. It came out with all the necessary ingredients to fulfill its goal as a gaming console, as a multimedia machine, and as a capable device. Okay, whereas the Xbox 360 came out as a core gaming machine that needed a HD player, which failed because Blu-ray won, and then it had to develop within itself through software to become a multimedia machine. And now the hardware, I believe, is somewhat dated, and it doesn't help when Microsoft tries to get over on its customers by giving a 4 gig system when it's impossible. It's impossible these days for you to ask a device to do so many things that these devices do now, and you are going to only give the consumer a 4 gig storage capacity. That is just asinine. Microsoft doing that shows that it doesn't really care about the gamer. It doesn't really care about its consumers. It doesn't really care what they do as far as in providing you with the best experience. The only reason Xbox Live is so good, quote unquote good, okay, and I don't think it's that good. I think that, to be honest with you, it's just average at best. Just like PlayStation Network, as long as you can play your games online, hey, what do you need a gaming device for? You need it for gaming. Okay, if it can do all the other stuff, that's a plus. Okay, and how many of you actually use Xbox Live for anything else but gaming? Okay, do you really use Xbox Live to watch movies, listen to music? If you do, how much of that is dedicated to your time with the Xbox? Okay, and if you spend a lot of time doing other things but gaming on the Xbox, then why not just get a PlayStation 3? Because the network is free. You could watch, you could download or stream movies, music. I can go on Pandora or Intune Radio through my PS3 network and listen to music all day long on my PS3. Or I can go to Netflix or a free movie site and watch movies all day long on my PS3. Or I could pop in a Blu-ray player, a Blu-ray disc or a DVD disc, and watch movies all day long. Or I can store 1,000 pictures on my hard drive on my PS3 and look at pictures all day long. And and it's all for free. You don't have to pay Microsoft $50, $60, or $30 every 3 months or whatever that you guys pay to do those things. Okay, so anyway, I'm rambling on now. I want to cut this short. It's not a short video, though. I'm sorry I dragged on so long. I see my main point is, hey, stop being hypocritical. I applaud Microsoft for doing more with their machine. The capabilities of it is great and everything, but the track record speaks for itself. at the end of the day, how do they support gamers? And what is their track record? Their track record is, yes, in the beginning, they'll throw some exclusives at you. They will give you the titles that you want, but at second, third, fourth year, you're going to see them do the same thing, which is pretty much focus more on how to get your money per month or per year so you can use the device for non-game related things. Okay? And that's how I see Microsoft doing their business with the Xbox 360. So I don't think they're going to change their formula that much, and I hope that the machine is not what the Xbox 360 was, which was a flawed defect where it kept getting the red ring of death. I hope Microsoft doesn't have that kind of issue, because if they do, and you guys keep buying that stuff, you guys are the problem, no one else. Alright, thanks for watching.